Guys, I'm 34 weeks. What on earth is happening? Why has this pregnancy gone so quick? It is crazy. All my like first trimester symptoms coming back. The sickness hasn't, thank God. But I'm so tired and my sense of smell is just off the charts again. It's wild. I can smell everything. I'm getting new aversions. Like there are foods where like the smell hasn't bothered me at all the whole way through. I went off egg right at the beginning. I now seem to be going off onion, and the worst thing is that I'm going off my husband, which is a real problem. This happened in the first trimester, and my husband has a very pleasant human smell. Everybody obviously has their own smell. His has always been pleasant. I have clearly found it attractive to have been with him for as long as I have. Whereas now, he comes near me and I'm like, honey, you smell. And he doesn't smell. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't, because nobody else has told him he smells. And he showers every day and he uses nice body wash and he wears lovely aftershave that I've bought him over the years. He brushes his teeth and then he'll come over to me and I'm like, honey, no, back off. So yeah, it's getting a bit tricky now. But it's just, yeah, it's crazy. I cannot believe that we are this far into the pregnancy. It's wild. I also am really, really, really happy because the last day of this vlog will be the 1st of September. No, it won't. It'll be the 31st of August, which means it's autumn. Like, it's pretty much autumn next week. Like, I don't care if autumn doesn't officially start until the end of September. Autumn does start on the 1st of September for me. So I'm very excited. I've had a pumpkin and vanilla candle sat on my bedside table for weeks and I can't wait to light it. But it's got to cool down before I do that. Last year I made the mistake of being like, right, it's 1st of September, it's autumn. I wore my biggest jumper and it was still like 20 degrees and I was so hot. But anyway, that's my little rambling for you. A few different things happened today. I got a big ASOS delivery. So I have ordered 5 different dresses to try on for my baby shower, which is next week. So yeah, my baby shower is next Sunday. I don't know what I'm doing. My friends have planned it for me. I have got the impression that I'm going for afternoon tea. I think that's quite obvious. But I don't know where, I don't know when. I just know it's next Sunday. I don't know what time, anything like that. So I've ordered a few dresses. I've kind of got an idea of the vibe in the sense that I've kind of like been sending screenshots of dresses to my friends, like yes or no. So I know kind of where I need to be in terms of dressiness, I suppose, like how casual I need to be. So I've ordered 5 dresses from ASOS, so they came today. So I will try those on probably tomorrow when I've done my makeup, because I feel as though every time I try dresses on I look so minging, and I haven't done my hair and makeup and I'm wearing them like, you look like a thumb, but actually I look like a thumb in everything I wear. So definitely need to make a bit of an effort before I try those on. So yeah, so on Sunday I'm going for afternoon tea with a very, very good friend of mine. She can't come to my baby shower, so we're going on Sunday for a lovely afternoon tea, which I can't wait for. I love afternoon tea so much. And then I think that's it. I think Monday I might go see my dad, but other than that I haven't really got any plans, so that's lovely. Quite enjoy weeks like that, but I feel like I'm just getting really like baby focused now and focusing on getting everything ready and just nesting, getting the house ready. There is so much that I want to do in the house before the baby comes, just like touching up of paint and all, just like really, there's so many jobs that don't actually need doing but I want to do before the baby comes. There's jobs that desperately do need doing before the baby comes. So yeah, we're just figuring it out. I will now give you a little bit of a bump date. I'm hoping that the lighting in here is okay. You're going to have to forgive me because I'm wearing, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm wearing a pretty little thing, just like loungewear set that I've had a couple of years. It isn't a maternity one by any stretch, but it is very stretched, but I find it really comfy. So you can literally see my skin and my knickers through it, but it is just so comfy. And it's Friday night, so I'm going to sit in this. I'm going to eat dinner. I have texted Marco semi-hinting at him getting KFC on the way home. We really shouldn't because we had Chinese last night, but He's got a jacket potato for tea. I was meant to be having salmon and vegetables, but I forgot to get the salmon out the freezer. So I don't have anything in for dinner. I can't be bothered to go to Sainsbury's. So I'm convincing him that we should be having KFC tonight. But I just want to sit on the sofa and drink tea and watch Gogglebox and just have a really, really chilled night. So I don't intend on getting changed. And it really smells like laundry powder. Not even laundry powder, like the softener. Like, it just smells delightful. I don't think it actually smells that strong, but my sense of smell is telling me that it does. So let's have a little bump day and hope that the lighting is okay. If not, I will move. So as I said, you can really see how stretched these are. Like, this is what it should look like, and this is what it looks like. These are knickers. I am definitely not like that hairy the whole way around, but this is my bump day. I don't actually feel like I'm that big for 34 weeks. I do feel like I've got quite a small bump. I actually had somebody say to me last week, they thought I'd be a lot bigger, and I feel like I'm getting to that point. I feel like I thought I was really big, and now, although it is obviously obvious I'm pregnant, I don't feel like it's the biggest 34-week bump I've ever seen, and I do feel like it is quite small, but I don't know, maybe it's not, maybe it isn't at all. If I pull this down, maybe you can see all my bruises on my belly because of my blood thinners, which are just not attractive at all. Have no idea. You can see that I'm starting to get a bit veiny. I've started getting some stretch marks too. I'll see if I can show you those. Some people say that it resembles a boy bump, and they think I'm carrying quite low, but other people think it really resembles a girl bump. I have no idea. I've given up with these theories, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so you can see here, I don't know if it's going to focus. Let me just turn. But you can see there where I've got my scar from my fallopian tube removal. So that's this bit here, that's the horizontal line, but then the rest are stretching. So they're not too bad at all, really, on my stomach anyway. They're not that bad at all, but you can see here, so this is obviously one of the bruises from my blood thinners. They have really calmed down. They did get really, really bad. You can see kind of there where the remnants of a couple are, but all in all, they've done all right. I think the stretch marks are definitely worse on my hips and on my bum. I'm not going to sit here and get my bum out for you, but they're definitely there. Like, my bum really does resemble tiger bread. I never actually noticed them, but I was wearing a pair of like really short, like hot pants when it was really, really hot, just like pajama shorts, and I was laying on the sofa and Marco said, "Cor, have you seen them?" And I was like, "No, what?" And he took a picture. So I am very, very aware of the fact that they're there. And then, like I say, I've been getting them around my thighs and also on my boobs. But that's fine. It's part of the parcel. And I'm really glad that, you know, my body's doing this. The stretch marks for me, I'm not bothered about them at all, really. I think I was to begin with, and it was a bit of a shock, just kind of how red they are. I honestly think, and I know that some people will really not agree with what I'm about to say, but I was using bio oil and Mama's Balm every single day. Biggest load of tosh ever. A lot of people said to me, "Don't bother, you're either going to get them or you're not." But I was a bit like, "Oh, well, we'll try, we'll prevent them." And to be fair, I didn't get any on my stomach until about 3 or 4 weeks ago. But now they've started coming thick and fast, and I think, like, even in the last few days, they've kind of grown. They started off quite small and quite silvery, and now they are getting obviously angrier and redder. And I imagine they will over the next few weeks too. And I googled it, and it's like, there's so much information that basically says you're either going to get them or you're not. It's genetic. There's no research to prove that these creams actually do anything. And yeah, some of them will claim to prevent, like they won't stop, and they may help with the appearance over time. But I really do think if you're going to get them, you're going to get them. And I seem to be getting them in pretty much the exact same place as my mum when she got them. And I do just think you're going to get them or you're not. Lots of people will say, "Oh, well, you know, I used it and I didn't get any." But there's nothing to say that if you hadn't used it, you wouldn't have got them, or you would have got them. So to me, I just think it's a waste of money, especially the expensive ones. You can just, you know, if you want to stop the itching or whatever, you can just use a nice moisturiser or a nice, what are they called, like body butter type thing that's so much cheaper and isn't just marketed to kind of I think, not exploit, I don't think exploit is necessarily the right word, I think it's a bit of an overused word, but it definitely eats into all that consumerism, doesn't it? Good morning, it is currently Saturday. I'm quite tired, shock horror, but it's a 3-day weekend, so we're happy. I have been lounging around all morning, to be honest. It is 10 to 10, I think, thereabouts, and I got up at around 8:15. I had some breakfast, I had a cup of tea, and I have just been sat on the sofa watching YouTube all morning, to be honest. I'm about to get ready and take Bruce for a walk. It is much cooler this weekend, which is really lovely, so I've not had to do it first thing in the morning. So I'm gonna get ready and take him, and then I just have a day of just general household things. But today I think it is things like literally just cleaning the house. So like the table needs clearing. I've just got like a pile up of like clothes that have been washed and ironed on the table that need putting away. Just hoovering, mopping, your standard cleaning day more than anything. I was thinking of putting the Moses basket up downstairs, but I feel like it's a little bit too early to do that at the minute. I think I do want to get things up because of Bruce, but like I say, I've got the next to me up now. All the furniture in the nursery is up. We've got a few last minute little bits to do in there. We need to get a radiator cover and a rug, and then I want some little shelves to go above the changing table and get like a little caddy and things like that. But other than that, we haven't really got a great amount of things to do other than finding like homes for everything, which shouldn't take too long really. But I just feel like once we've got the Moses basket up, like that's most things done, apart from like I say my hospital bag and bits like that, which really I do need to get done, but I still need to order some bits. Obviously in my last vlog I started it. I don't think that's going to be done this week, if I'm honest. It might be, but maybe not. So yeah, so I've got to try those dresses on today, and that's it really. I don't really think there's a great deal for me to do. I do need to edit my vlog to go live tomorrow morning, but other than that I think we're good. So yeah, I think I can't stop yawning. I think I might end up having a nap this afternoon actually. That's what I think I'm going to end up doing. Maybe I'll iron the baby's clothes actually. I keep saying I'm going to do it, so perhaps I'll do that, because then I can pick what I want in the hospital bag, because I don't want to take anything unironed. Okay, well I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm waffling now really, aren't I? I feel like that's all I ever do in these vlogs. I just stand here and waffle. Good morning. Hello. Are you happy it's Saturday? Yeah? We get some quality time. You like the weekends, don't you? Yes, it means Mummy and Daddy get to take you on very long walks. Say hello. You're not interested? You're not interested this morning? Boop. No? Boop. Let's stop that. Stop that, Mother. Stop booping my nose. Aren't you? Yes. He's just lazing around this morning. It's very dark in here. I've kept the curtains shut because we have a bit of a weird postman. I'll tell you about my postman, actually. You don't like the postman, do you? You bark at him. You bark at him every single day. Every single day. And he winds you up, doesn't he? Yes. Okay. I'm going to go get ready. I'll go get ready. You sit there looking all handsome and majestic. Yes? Okay, duly noted. Yeah, so our postman, as much as I am sure he is a lovely guy, he creeps me out a little bit. And he comes to the house, and Bruce always barks at him. But our living room window is literally, I have to stop. I'm halfway up the stairs and I need to stop because I am out of breath. Let me just catch my breath. Guys. I'm running out of space in there. This baby is getting too big for my body. Anyway, yeah, I will tell you about the postman while I'm stood here. So our living room window looks out to where our front door is. So you've got like our front door and then our window. So you can, like, we could not, if we didn't want to answer the door when somebody came, we could not hide unless we were not in the living room. But this postman, anyway, every time he posts letters through the letterbox, he looks right into the window, and where I work in the dining room, it's like he's looking right at me, and it really creeps me out. And then he's started, like, if I have a delivery on like a Friday, say, he will knock on the door, give me the delivery, and he will always ask me if I'm at home on Saturday. And I'm like, I don't know why. He's like, oh, just in case there's anything to deliver. I'm like, well, why is it different to any other day of the week? Like, why are you always asking me if I'm home? And I just find it a bit odd because, like I say, I think if he didn't like properly glare through the window at me, it wouldn't bother me as much. But I just find it, I don't know, he just makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. So I always keep the curtains closed, literally until like 10:30, until the postman has been, because I don't want him looking through at me. And like when I'm lounging around, like in my pants, especially when it was really hot, I'm like, I don't want you looking right through my window, thank you. So yeah, Bruce doesn't like the postman very much. Bruce barks at him all the time, but he winds him up and he's always like, hello Brucey, like shouting through. He obviously talks like he's from Only Fools and Horses. Hello Marlene. So yeah, he does, he shouts through and it just winds Bruce up. So I just keep the curtains closed. But I'm probably just a miserable sod. I'm sure he's harmless and I'm just moody. But anyway, I literally stopped one step before the top of the stairs. Oh, and Bruce has just run past me. Right, I'm gonna get ready now. It's really warm upstairs. I'm about to go for afternoon tea with my friend. She's about to come pick me up. I had an absolute nightmare deciding what to wear. I have once again gone for this pink dress I swear I wear every time I'm vlogging and I'm going somewhere nice. I have all those baby shower dresses I'm yet to try on, but I only want to keep one and I don't want to wear it both Sundays. So this is what I've gone for. I'm quite impressed with my makeup, I've got to say. So I went for, I've done a bit of a smoky pink eye. So I've done it using a combination of the Urban Decay palettes. They've got loads of the different like naked palettes. So I've got the Naked Heat, Naked Honey, and then I have another one and I can't remember what that one's called. But yeah, so my friend's coming to pick me up in a minute. I've gone with Marc Jacobs Perfect Intense on the body. I have no idea what shoes to wear, to be honest. I think I'm just going to stick my fake New Look Birkenstocks on because they're comfy. I live for the comfort on my feet now, guys. Nothing more, nothing less. But I'm really excited for this afternoon tea. I've got like some kind of cucumber and cream cheese sandwich, tuna. They do brie and cranberry, which I'm just absolutely gutted I can't have. This place that we're going to, my favourites that they do is smoked salmon and cream cheese, but the advice at the minute is that pregnant people don't have smoked salmon. So yeah, smoked salmon and cream cheese, and then brie and cranberry, which are like my favourite sandwich fillings ever, but I can't have them. So I'm having tuna and sweet corn, I'm having cream cheese and cucumber, and then I have, I can't even remember, I think I've got a pork pie, I think I've got 2 slices of cake, which I think are chocolate orange and lemon and blueberry. So, you know, I'm really looking forward to this cake. Get in my belly is all I'm saying. So unbelievably full, I cannot tell you. That afternoon tea was absolutely marvellous, but I thought now would be an ample time to do my try on haul of ASOS dresses for my baby shower. So there's 5 dresses in here. I've ordered them all in the same size, so I don't really know what size I am at the moment. I never think a person's size is really that important, because obviously you buy for your body shape, your size, whatever, it's just a number. But just kind of for the purpose of this, I am at the minute a 12 to 14. So I can get away with like 12 in dresses, I can get away with 12 in tops, but on my bum I am most definitely a 14 at the moment, possibly a 16, I don't know. I got some River Island jeans in a size 14 and they were so tight, and I couldn't get them over my bum. So I think I'm probably going to be a 16 post birth, but I'm not going to bother buying any more maternity jeans now. There is literally no point. So I bought all of the dresses in a 12, as all of my 12 dresses at the moment still fit me quite nicely, and I think ASOS is actually really good with sizes, or I've personally always found that they are really good with sizes. So I have bought a mixture of dresses. They're all quite floaty. I do like a tighter dress, and I feel like they really accentuate my bump, which I really love. So I was tempted to get a tighter dress, but as far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure my baby shower is like afternoon tea vibes. So I wanted something that was just a bit more feminine, a bit more pretty, and just, you know, a bit freeing. So, and had room for cake, because I'm really hoping there will be cake. Guys, if you're watching this and there's no cake, there better be cake. So I thought I would just get the floatier dresses. They're kind of different styles, but yeah, if I don't like any of them, I will send them back. I've seen some really lovely nobody's child maternity dresses. Unfortunately, the one I really wanted, they didn't have in my size. They only had in size 6 to 8, and you know, there was no squeezing into that, unfortunately. So I decided to go with ASOS. I will have a look around. I want the right dress. I'm gonna move the camera because I feel like, although I love filming in this room, the sun is literally coming right at me and it's showing all these weird shadows, so I'm not sure you'll see the dress in the best of lights. So I might just move the camera over there while I do this. We will see, but fingers crossed there's a dress that we love in here. Marco sat downstairs watching the football. I did ask him whether or not he would join us to do this part of the vlog and rate my dresses out of 10. I got no in there were no uncertain terms with his no, that's for sure. So I will go downstairs and I'll ask him what his opinion of each dress is. I'll take the camera so you can hear him, but there's no way he will appear on camera this evening. So sorry boys and gals, we're never going to be that vlogging couple. But let's give it a go. Let's see which one we like the most. I really like this. So unfortunately I cannot get the camera to an angle where you can see it like close up, so I'm gonna have to move the camera around in different angles, but I really like this. I didn't actually expect to like this as much as I do. I think on the website it did look a little bit frumpy, but on me I do actually really like it. I was a little bit concerned that it was going to be a bit booby. Obviously I said earlier that I had put on quite a bit of weight, but you can see here it's like got this gorgeous, it's like a bluey purple. It's definitely more purple, but I think it's showing up on the camera as a bit blue. But I really love this. I think the only thing, or the only things I should say that I think is letting it down is A, the fact that it is, so you can see that it is buttoned, and it is buttoned the whole way down the dress, so it is literally buttoned to the end. And then I'm not in love with the cuffs, so I do really like it. I feel like it's really flattering, and I do think it is quite baby shower vibes, and it's not gendered, like I'm not turning up in anything pink or blue, but I do really love this. I'm going to move the camera so you can see the bottom. So you can see here, obviously it is that tiered effect. I just really like it. Right, I've just moved the camera so you're a bit more eye level. But yeah, so this dress was actually £32. So again, it's ASOS, but it is actually misguided. So it's misguided on ASOS. All of these dresses I will link in the description box. But I do really like this dress. I think it's lovely, and I think it's really flattering. I did just realise that this is actually going to go live on Sunday, which is actually the day of my baby shower, so I will have picked my dress by the time that you see this, but I am also making a reel of them to go on Instagram, so you will have probably already seen them quickly if you follow me on there. If you don't, it's amber.itso. But I'm gonna go ask Marco for his opinion on this, I think, and see what he says, but we will see. So let's go. Hello. Dress number 1.
It's nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that. Really nice. You like it?
I do. I like it a lot more than I thought. It was one that I thought in the picture looked a bit frumpy.
Yeah.
But actually...
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Out of 10?
You're always a 10 out of 10.
Hey, nice try. What would you rate it?
8.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good for a first dress. Okay, I've got another 4 coming. Okay, so this is dress number 2, but this is actually the dress that started off my little ASOS haul because I loved it on the model. If I'm honest, I don't know. Oh, that sun's really come in, hasn't it? Yeah, if I'm honest, I don't really know how... I do actually, I really quite like this. I like it more than I thought. So you can see the pattern. So again, it's this white and purple floral design. Obviously it is a bit more sheen on the shoulders. You can wear it off shoulder if you want. I don't think I would, as I don't actually think off shoulder does me a huge amount of favours if I haven't got anything here. But I do like it. It doesn't look anywhere near as frumpy as I thought, but is it a bit wedding-y? I don't know. It's definitely a thicker material because it's got this really sheen bit, like underneath it has got the white, and that is quite thick, that material. Maybe here you can see the bottom a little bit more, but again, it's got that kind of tiered end to it. But I really like it actually. It's not as bad as I thought at all. This one, in terms of price, is slightly more. This one is £42. But I do think it's really good quality. I do think it's lovely. I think the pattern on it is really nice. I think it is very, very feminine. It's not too... I was worried it would make me look really large this way, whereas I feel like this bit is actually perfectly fitted, and therefore around the bump it's not too bad at all. This lighting is really annoying me now. I think we are going to have to move, but hopefully you've seen enough of the dress. So Marco really liked this one actually when I showed him the pictures, so we'll go see what he thinks and get him to rate this one. I'm coming with dress number 2. I'm ugly? Oh.
I like it, it's nice.
You like it, it's nice. That's what we're going to get for every single one. Yeah, I like it, it's nice.
Not as nice as the other one.
Not as nice as the other one. No?
No, I don't like the pattern on it, it's a bit old lady.
Old lady. Out of 10?
4.
4? That low?
No, 6.
6. I quite like it. I don't think it's my favourite, but I wouldn't have said it was... okay. 6 out of 10 from Mr. Itzo. Okay, so this one, although it's a lovely dress, this is an immediate no from me. So I do think it's a really nice dress. I feel like it's a little bit, it's got that kind of formal work vibe to it. I mean, maybe not work vibe, like you can see the pattern. Again, it's quite a floral, it's got the purples in there, it's got the yellows. I really like this design here. I like that it does that here. It's just really tight around the boobs, so although it fits lovely everywhere else, it just feels a little bit snug. And I don't even think, I'm really sorry, Marco's watching the American football and I'm pretty sure that he just made some kind of odd orgasmic noise. But I don't know, I just don't feel like I love this in any capacity really. It's buttoned down the whole way, which is fine, but I feel like I'm gonna pop out of it, even round here. Like it just, I don't know, I'm not sure. I wouldn't say it wasn't flattering, I just wouldn't say it was the most comfortable of the dresses. But I think, you know, it could be really nice, but I think I'd probably need a bigger size on it, but I feel like the bigger size would be a bit too big in certain places. So yeah, I'm just not loving this one, to be honest. So we'll go see what my dear husband has to say, but I'm not going to be keeping this, and I know that, so yeah. Dress number 3, darling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, yeah.
Yeah, nice flow at the bottom there. It fits nice on the arms. Bust doesn't look too big, but you know.
Is there such a thing as too big a bust? Oh. I don't like it.
Okay, take it off then.
Well, you're funny. I feel like it's too tight. Well, it is too tight around my boobs. I don't feel like it's made for big boobs. But what would you rate it out of 10?
6 again.
6 again. So far the first one's winning.
Yeah.
All right. Also, I forgot to add on that one, this dress is £38. And yeah, but like I say, for me it's definitely going back. You can see here that it just doesn't sit right around the bosom, and I don't really want to look like I'm squeezed into it, which I think I am a little bit. Okay, so the next dress, I do feel is a bit more me because it's black, and I do very much enjoy wearing black clothes, and I also love a polka dot. I do really like this dress. This dress is one that I saw and loved, and yeah, I just feel like it's a bit more, I don't know what the word is, but I really like it. I think it's a really, really classy dress, and I think it suits me. The only thing I have with it, to be honest, is that I feel like it gapes a little bit here. Like, I feel like I'm hanging out of it a little bit, which isn't really the type of vibe that I want at a baby shower. Now, don't get me wrong, I do think I have a cracking pair, but I didn't want them completely hanging out. But I do really, really like it. Also, on the website, these dots looked much more beige. Now, in the light here, they also look like they're quite white, but they're actually quite pinky. They're more like a muted rose gold, like that's the only way I can describe it, but they're definitely more pink in my eyes. But I do really like this dress. Like, I do really, really like it. I feel like a size up would be too big. If it's too gapey here, I think even the size up would be far too gapey, but a size down I don't think would fit everywhere else. So it's a zip up, so it zips up here. I love the sleeves, I love the design of it, I really, really do love it. I just think it's too gapey, and I think that's a real shame. Like, I think you need, like, I've not got small boobs, but I feel like you need much fuller boobs than I have. I feel like we're talking so much about boobs in this vlog, I really do apologise, but I don't know, I love it, and so I'm really, really, really disappointed with that. This is the cheaper dress. This, I think, was, let me just double check on my phone. Yeah, so this dress was only £28, which I actually think is really, really reasonable. And I do love it. It is a thin material, like it looked quite see-through when I got it out the bag, but I really like it. I'm really quite upset about the boobs. That's really disappointed me. But I think it's nice, I think it's slimming, I think it does my figure so many favours. I'm just really, really upset that it gapes so much here. That's really disappointing, because like I say, I don't think that a different size is going to do anything for that, but I absolutely love it. I don't even think a different bra, like I don't even feel like a padded bra would do anything, because this bra is quite low here. Whereas I feel like even if I had a padded bra on, I think you'd see it. So I think the only other thing I could do is put like a top underneath, but you can still see that it gapes here. Oh, I'm really disappointed, really, really disappointed about that. I loved this dress. I really thought this was going to be the one I was going to pick. That, my friends, is very upsetting. But let's go see what my husband thinks. Honey? We're coming for dress number 4.
I like that, that's nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed because I love it.
Yeah.
Like, I think of all the ones it's my favourite, but it gapes.
It does a little bit, yeah.
It's almost, but if I was to get a bigger size, it wouldn't fit.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be far too big. But here, it's just like...
Does nothing for your chest.
No, like, it's, well, my chest doesn't fill, like, I mean, how big have your boobs got to be to fill it?
Wow.
But I feel like they're just not perky enough to sit in it nicely.
Yeah.
Without boob, like, proper tit tape, and I don't really want to, I wouldn't want to go braless. I'm really upset about it. I really, really like that dress. But otherwise, out of 10?
Ooh, I'll still say about a 7.
A 7. So your favourite is still the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah? Even if this fit round the boobs?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'd have said this one over that one if it had fit properly.
Yeah.
Okay, so far number 1 is the winner. Okay, now this dress I thought was going to be the biggest contender, and I thought if anything was going to sway me away from the black one, or the purple one to be honest, it was going to be this one. But I'm not feeling it, I don't think. I still really like it. I think it's I mean, it's a bit long, to be honest. I think I would definitely need to wear heels, which I'm not sure I'm feeling right now. But I don't know, I do really like it. I really like the colours. If I come forward, you'll be able to see, hopefully, actually, the light might work in my favour here. So you can see that it's got like the glistening bits on it, which I think is lovely. And I think it is a really, really lovely dress. It's very... I think Mediterranean holiday type beachy dress. I do really, really love this. But I don't know. There's something about it that I'm not loving, and I don't know if it's because it's quite heavy, because there's a lot of material. Whether or not it is because it's a bit long. I feel like I'd need to wear heels, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about wearing heels, otherwise I will trip over it. But I think the colours are absolutely beautiful. I really, really do. But I don't necessarily feel like it does me any favours. But I really do love the pattern on it. I think these flowers are gorgeous, and I love the glistening, like, metallic bits that will pick up in the sun. And I just think it's a little bit different to something that I would usually wear. Maybe it's not, but I don't know. I feel like it is a little bit different, and I do feel it is quite baby showery. And I think it looks lovely around my bump, but I don't know. I really don't know. I'm really interested to see what you think on this one. Obviously I will have picked by Saturday, well, by Sunday when this is uploaded, but do let me know anyway if you think, if I haven't chosen this, if you think I should have done or what. But I do think it's lovely. I love the yellow and green tones. Yeah, it's a bit summery. It's still a bit summery, isn't it? So I don't know. I'm gonna go ask Marco. I don't think he is gonna like this one, but we will see. Husband, it is time for number 5.
Have you saved the best till last?
You can be the judge on that one. It's so much cooler down here than it is upstairs.
Ooh, the mystery dress.
The mystery dress. You've been watching too much location, or whichever one it is that they do the... What do you think? I think it's a bit different for me. I don't think it's something that I would usually wear. And I feel like in some angles it looks really lovely, but in other angles like, I don't think it does my chest favours. And it is a little bit long.
Again, just bend over a little bit.
Marco. But it is a little bit long, and that's the only thing that I would have to wear heels. And I don't know how I feel about that at 35 and a half weeks.
It's nice that it's different.
It's like it's got little metallic bits in it that have like little glistening bits. Like in the light it looks lovely, and I do think the colours are lovely, and I'm actually quite surprised at how much the yellow seems to suit me. Yellow's not really a colour that I would usually go. But I feel like if I was to get like a yellow headband or even a green headband and wear that and some nice shoes, this could actually really, really look really nice. But then I don't know whether I prefer this one or the first one.
I think the first one still wins, but I like this because it's different.
So we're down to this or the other one really. But my only concern with this is that I will trip over it because it is quite long.
Yeah.
Which makes me look more pregnant.
The first one.
The first one.
I mean, you can't not look pregnant, but...
I'm still convinced that in some clothes I don't look pregnant. We actually when we went to our chiropractor's last week, his father-in-law was there and he said to me, oh, how long have you got left? And anyway, when we left, I was like, I'm so surprised that he could tell I was pregnant because I was in this really big, like, oversized shirt. It was very obvious, and Marco just looked at me like, you look nothing but now. But in my head I still look bloated. But yeah, so out of 10 what would you give this?
7.
A 7? So the purple one still wins for you?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Good. I'm glad that's interesting to you.
I'm inclined to keep both, but then I feel like where would I ever wear this again? Like if I don't wear this next week, where would I ever wear it? It's not like we've got anything else. We've not got any weddings or anything coming up, have we? We've literally got nothing between now and...
No.
I was really hoping that you'd make a decision. I mean, I feel like you've chosen the purple one, but I also feel like I'm a bit disappointed in that decision.
Do you like this one the best?
I don't know. Like, I like them both in equal measure, but I just feel like this one's a bit different. And I don't think it's one that people would expect me to choose. Not that, you know, I'm not getting married. It doesn't need to be. But
I think you would ever look back on this one and go, oh, what the fuck was I wearing?
It's a bit frumpy.
No,
I don't think it is frumpy.
I wouldn't say frumpy, I think it's just...
I think there's a possibility with both of them, to be honest.
I don't think so. The other one's more classic. definitely got more of a classic feel to it.
I feel like it's also got a bit more of a grandma's curtains vibe to it though.
Well, if you
like, I love both.
remotely think that, then you shouldn't even be wearing it.
Well, I think this one does too. I think anything floral has the ability to look like that in years to come.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I think possibly the first one.
The other one is better for your
figure.
Yeah.
Which one makes my bum look smaller?
This one makes your bum look way bigger.
Makes my bum look bigger, does it?
Yeah.
That could be the deciding factor. I mean, I am going to be sat on it drinking cake, I would imagine. Eating cake.
Making it.
Drinking it too. Making it even bigger. It's done nothing but grow throughout this pregnancy. Hey, you said you liked a booty. I gave you a booty. Okay, cool. Right, so number 1 is Marco's winner. Like I say, I'll have already picked by the time this actually goes live. Okay, Marco's singing. But let me know which you would have chosen if I haven't chosen the one that you thought I would. The good thing is that this is the more expensive one, so this is £46. I think, maybe 48. No, this is £46, so I'm probably doing myself a favour sending this one back and not the other one. There's not a huge price difference, but I feel disappointed because I do really, really like this dress. I just think it is different to something I would usually wear. It is just a bit long, which is really, really frustrating, but like I say, a decent pair of heels and it'd be fine. I don't know, I might still pick it. I might, I've made a reel as we've gone on, so I'm gonna send that reel to my friend and she will tell me the God's honest truth of what she thinks. I will send it to my other friend and also possibly my mother, and I'll send it to anybody I can possibly send it to and upload it to Instagram. So I won't send anything back until I thought this was Bruce. I was about to pat it on the head. Good boy, you sit so nicely. But that's really made me laugh, sorry. But I think by Tuesday I'll have made my mind up. But at the moment I've got two very strong contenders. So yeah, let me know what you think. It's 5 o'clock in the evening on a Wednesday and I feel like I'm ready for bed, to be honest. I feel like, I mean, I'm sat in bed. I've been sat in bed for the last 2 hours maybe. I finished off my working day up here and can we just appreciate that it is 2 weeks today until I finish work for maternity leave, and I'm actually more excited for maternity leave than I am the baby right now, if I'm really honest. That's probably, you know, priorities are all out of whack there, but I'm really looking forward to having the time off. I'm hoping, or I think it is very unlikely, that the baby will come before my due date, but I'm looking forward to having those 3 weeks off, providing the baby does not come before then, just to have to myself. I ruffled some feathers on the old Instagram yesterday. I say I ruffled some feathers, that's an absolute exaggeration. I didn't, I just had people thinking I'd lost the plot. My hair's gone so frizzy against this headboard, I look ridiculous right now. But I was saying about the fact that I've basically this week not been doing any more of my hospital bag. That's a slight lie. But yeah, not been doing anything that I probably should be doing, and instead I have made like a full list of like things that I am gonna batch cook during those 3 weeks that I have off to put in the freezer, so that when we have the baby we can just like defrost meals and like proper home cooked meals or already cooked. And people keep telling me that, you know, people will bring stuff around and things like that, and like that's fine. Like my father-in-law keeps saying to me, oh, you don't need to buy this because people will buy you that, but I don't like having that expectation. I don't like expecting other people to do that, and I don't want to not do it or not do XYZ and then people not do what people think they're going to do. I just don't like reliance on other people at all. So I decided I was going to batch cook a load of meals. So I've been creating a list of things that I'm going to cook. It's things like sausage casserole, it is things like a chicken and chorizo, what is it, a chicken and chorizo, I think it is just like a casserole. Like there's a lot of like casserole based meals, spaghetti bolognese, like pasta sauces. What else is on my batch cook list? Let's have a look. So yeah, so I've got sausage, like sausage casseroles, different like pasta bakes, that's it, chicken and chorizo ragu, spaghetti bolognese. Yeah, just there's like different things on there, lasagna, so on and so forth, so that we can just defrost them. But I've also decided I really love baking, and I haven't done a huge amount of it lately. It's been far too hot. But in the autumn, I love nothing more than a house that smells like freshly baked goods. I love a sweet treat. I have got the sweetest tooth you will ever know in your life. I could literally just eat cake all day, every day. I am an absolute chocolate monster, to be honest with you. So my plan is to, while I'm off, make batches of like brownies and blondies and like fresh cookie dough mix and all the rest of it that you can just freeze, and then I can like defrost them, and then I've got things to offer guests. And loads of people on Instagram are like, they've got to bring you cake, and people will bring you cake and things like that. And I know that people probably will, but the way I see it is the more the merrier. I don't know if anyone is like me, but I am very much like, if people come around my house and I've got nothing to offer them, I feel really rude, and that makes me really anxious. So when people come around, I will ply them with tea, I will offer them food. I don't like it if I haven't got anything to offer people when they come round. I'm really quite funny about things like that. So that is my plan, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm really looking forward to that. So some of my vlogs will be rather baking heavy, I think, especially in the last few weeks of the pregnancy. But I just feel like I want to be calm. I want to have a good time while I'm off work. I want to do things that I enjoy. I don't want to spend the 3 weeks just constantly wondering when baby's going to get here, and feeling impatient and feeling stressed and rushing around doing things. So I want to be able to do things that I enjoy doing, and baking is definitely one of those. So I don't know, I'm thinking like, I mean, I just love normal chocolate brownies, but I also like slutty ones. And I made last year, I made some that were they brookie or were they blondie? Blondie. They were blondie. I did a layer of blondie, a layer of caramel, a layer of Twix, and then a layer of brownie, and dotted Rolos on the top. They were insane. I just love all things like that. So I'm thinking of doing like, I've got Jane's Patisserie, I've got her book, I've also got the Finch Bakery book, and I've got a few other like random baking books. So I think I'm going to make loads from there, which is really exciting. I'm really looking forward to that, actually. I can't wait. So yeah, that'll be good. But also I was just thinking, it'll be really good for me on the night feeds to have sweet treats. Everyone says you get really hungry breastfeeding, so if I do manage to establish feeding, then that'd be great. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I did do some more ordering of things for my hospital bag today. So I did a bit of an Amazon order. I didn't get too much. I think I got 4 different things. I spent about £30. It was going to be a bit more because I was going to get some colostrum syringes, but somebody we know has a load of like sealed unopened ones, and they've basically said, do I want them? So I'm gonna have them, so I don't need to buy them. But I ordered today, I ordered some little travel bottles, because I'm gonna take with me like shampoo, conditioner and body wash, but I don't really want to take, I think I said before, I have like the backwash massive litre bottles that they have in hairdressers. So I'm not gonna take those with me. So it just means that I can like decant some into these little bottles. So I ordered some of those. I ordered an extra long phone charger. Loads of people said I needed one. Some people were messaging like, you really don't, there'll be a plug socket quite close to you. But I just thought to be safe I would. I also ordered a handheld fan, and I got some Ziploc bags to actually put everything in. It was a tip that people on Instagram kept giving me. And everyone kept telling me that these Ziploc bags were just brilliant because you can label them, and it means that if I need anything from the bag, then Marco's not fishing through trying to find it. It's quite easy to just pull the bag out and figure out what it is. So that'll be really handy, I think, in terms of like categorising the baby sizes and things like that. One question I did have, which I'm hoping you can answer, with regards to nappies. So we've been stocking up on nappies pretty much since about 12 weeks, and we just get packs like when we go shopping. of different sizes. We'll just get a pack and some baby wipes like every week, so that we've got plenty in the first like month or so. I'm a bit confused because some brands do size 0, some brands don't. So the one that we've definitely got more of, we have got like different brands because we know that not all babies are going to like everything. But the one that we've got the most of is the Aldi brand, because that's where we shop. And I refuse to pay Pampers prices. But Aldi don't do a size 0. They do a size 1, which is from £4 to, I think it's £11. So we've got a mixture of their size 1 and 2. And I think Marco even got a few occasional 3 at some point. He's being really prepared with nappies. But I know that Tesco do a size 0. I know that Pampers do a size 0. And I'm pretty sure that Asda do a size 0. But if they start from £4, I mean, surely Aldi size 1 are the equivalent to Tesco size 0. Like, do you really need size 0 as well? I think it's very unlikely now, as I kind of enter 35 weeks, that baby would be less than that. So I don't really see why we would need any size 0 if the Aldi equivalent is size 1. But people keep messaging me and telling me to get some size 0 as well. So it's the same as people keep messaging me telling me to get some tiny baby stuff as well. But I put a poll on Instagram about that, and the majority of you said don't. And then if you do need tiny baby things, then somebody can go get you them, and it's quite easy to just get things now. Oh, I'm so tired, guys. So tired. But yeah, so I'm not going to bother with tiny baby, but I don't know where I stand on size 0 nappies. I don't know whether or not it's worth just getting a few, just getting 1 or 2 packs, and just seeing how we get on with them. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you think on that front, please. That would be really, really helpful. I still think baby's breech. I have my scan next Thursday, so not in the next vlog, but the vlog after that. So that will be 36 weeks bang on. But like I say, I still think they're breech, just based on their movement. The movement still seems really quite low. My bump doesn't feel like, I don't feel like I have as much pressure as I would expect at this stage. And I think obviously on a Tuesday I go to this acronatal yoga class, and at the beginning we all kind of catch up and we all like go around and we just kind of talk about our pregnancies and how we're feeling. And it's a really nice, like, I don't really like the use of the word safe space, but it's a safe space. And I think it's somewhere where you can just kind of vent, and everybody's at similar points in their pregnancy, so everybody kind of gets it. But everyone who was kind of around the same gestation as me were all saying that they've started to feel like a lot of pressure, that the lightning crotch has really started. I think I had lightning crotch the other day, but I think they've then, it was really odd because I can't remember what day it was now. I think it might have been Monday. I felt like my pelvis was really full, and I thought they had flipped because I was getting some more movement at the top and I was feeling really heavy, and my pelvis, there was a lot of pressure. Whereas that, and then the same day I had this really awful, like, the only way to describe it is like fanny daggers, and it was like a shooting pain right down there. So I was like, oh, that must be lightning crotch. Like, what else is that? But then I've not had it since. But the weird thing was, I woke up the next day and all that pressure had gone and the movement was really low down again. So I don't know. I feel like the baby's doing somersaults. Like, surely they can't keep changing from head down to head up that much at this point, surely. But I don't know. I think I'm thinking about it too much, if I'm honest. I think I've definitely given this whole breech thing way too much of my time and thoughts when I'm still, you know, 35 weeks effectively. 35 weeks tomorrow, so there's plenty of time for them to turn. But I do just think they're still breech. Like, everybody was saying about how much pressure they were feeling. One lady that's there, she's 39 weeks, and she was saying that with her last pregnancy she was still so mobile until the end, and she just didn't feel as heavily pregnant as she feels this time, if you like, and that she was much more flexible and was able to get up and down a lot easier, etc. And her baby was breech until about 38 weeks that time, and she can definitely tell the difference. So I'm wondering if that's why I don't feel as much pressure as everybody else, why I do seem to be able to kind of get up quite quickly and not really, like I say, I don't really feel any pain as such around my bump. Sometimes I do, but not very often. But I don't know, I think I'm just overthinking it, but well, we'll soon find out. I've chosen a dress for my baby shower, so I have picked a dress out of the 5. Tomorrow I turn 35 weeks, so yeah, you will see which dress I chose in my 35-week vlog. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog anyway. I really enjoyed doing the dress try on. I feel like I need to spend loads of money and buy clothes all the time, because that was fun, but I don't really want to. So yeah, so have a good weekend. I will see you, well, I hope you've had a good weekend anyway. It's Sunday now, isn't it? So, or it's Sunday for you, if you're watching it when it's first released. But I will see you on Wednesday for my midweek vlog. And yeah, I'll see you next Sunday for my 35-week vlog. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm at amber.itso. Do make sure that you subscribe and turn your notifications on, so you can be first to watch whenever I upload. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Have a good week.